Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video where I'll be turning a cluttered space into a multifunctional guest room. So this is the before and here is the after. And we're starting with the cabinets, which are shelves from IKEA, which was from my old apartment and which we used. In a way it's nice because it's, you can see what you have, but it does look the space look very cluttered. So the first thing we did is went on IKEA, looked for these platsa cabinets, and I really actually like the planner that they have, which you can exactly put the measurements, especially with this wood that we had. We had to really make sure that the cabinet would fit and that the doors would also open. Made a list of everything that we needed. For all of the cabinets, I think we paid about 1,000 euros. Went to IKEA, I actually rented a car and somehow it fit perfectly into this car. But then again, moving everything upstairs and, building each cabinet, it takes so much time. And I think that's also one of the things I dislike about IKEA. Is it value for money? Yes. But do you sometimes tend to forget how much time it takes to build each cabinet, but also all of the cardboard that comes with it that you have to get rid of. So all of that does stress quite a lot, I would say. But yeah, here I started building the cabinets. It already looked quite good. So here's the in-between result with the cabinet built. It has two mirrors, which I really like because it makes the space look a little bit bigger. But it's also, of course, very handy for guests when they're coming. We personalized the handles by spray painting it in the color that we have a lot in this house. And then added this old rustic feeling to it, which my wife did most of them. We moved the cabinet that we had first in the corner towards the window. And for this, we actually did a lot of personalization, as in adding a lot of the old wooden floor that we still had. So I glued these together. It was, I think, 1 or 2 degrees outside. So eventually I had to put these sides to it because it wouldn't really stick together, also because of the cold. So after doing this, I checked it, the CAD approved, and I added some wood filler to all of the edges, and after that sanded it. Overall, it looks pretty good. I think it can still do a better job, especially filling up the edges between the wood, but for now it looks good. And then we have the bed, which we want to get rid of because it was quite big and it was taking up a lot of space. So we were looking for a sleeping couch and eventually ended up on this by Bruno. It's called a Bruno bed, and there's like different measurements, and eventually we went for this one, which looks, I think, quite nice. We went for the gray one so we could add a bit of color by using different pillows. Quite expensive, I would say 1,255 euros, but it is very qualitative. Like when it arrived, it felt very heavy, and here is the in-between result with the couch, which added so much more space. And Chantik also approved the couch, so that was great. After that, when the couch arrived, I also realized that the mirrors look actually a bit off by having them one on the left side and one on the right. So I changed those as well towards the middle, which also gave a bit more balance. It's just changing 2 doors, one wooden one to the right and a mirror to the left. Eventually it took me another hour probably to get all of the tools, change it, but then finally it was done. And then we wanted to actually get a moving desk or a standing desk where you can sit and stand. Which has been great. So we went for this one from Flexi Spot. We paid 250 euros for it. There are cheaper ones, and maybe if you look, you can find a bit more discount. But it arrives quite quickly, within a week, and we're quite happy with it. It's great for, if you want to use it now and then, because most of the time my wife and I work downstairs at the dining table. But this standing function that it goes automatically, it's insanely handy. And I also really like the fact that the table has rounded corners, which I think really adds to it. So here's the final result with all of the cost. It was 260 euros for the cabinets on the left, 550 euros for the cabinets on the right, 1,255 euros for the couch from Bruno Bed, and 250 euros for the desk. The desk chair we already had, so in total 2,315 euros. Overall, I'm really happy with the result. It's a great space to use as an office, but also for guests, and even of course for the cats that we have. So that's the transformation from a cluttered space to a multifunctional room. But before I end this video, I want to show once again why I really dislike IKEA, and that's because of their buyback program. I learned about the program right actually after I put this on eBay, where a lot of people were interested. But I thought instead of dealing with these people that are going to pick it up from my house, Let me just put the buyback program. You go to IKEA.com, you enter the amount of Omar shelves that you have, and they give about 60%, which is quite a good deal. So we disassembled everything, obviously, put it in the car, drove to IKEA, and there we learned that it has to be assembled, which I think could have been communicated much more clearly. But also they didn't have any space for that, so they just wanted us to basically assemble each of the Omar shelf, which will take definitely 15 minutes, and then 6 of them in front of everyone where people were waiting. And we also had a dinner afterwards, so we eventually, my wife and I said, you know what, let's just leave them behind the door. Let's put a note on there to say take for free or make a donation to Palestine. So if by any chance you're watching this video and you got those shelves, I hope you enjoy them. By any chance, if someone from IKEA is watching this video, please look into your buyback program, because right now it feels a lot like greenwashing. So if you have any questions about the transformation, please leave a comment below. Also, if you want to know about the items that we bought, I put quite a lot of research into them, and exactly choosing which cabinets to get, which bed to get, and which desk to get, etc. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. That's it. See you in the next video. Ciao, ciao. Bye bye.